tell me, how come you never come around to our house these days? It's not like we live that far away or anything. Did you think you'd spend a little more time with my parents? They are your in-laws, after all.
What are you talking about all of a sudden, Sydney? We always make sure to come over at the weekend for a couple hours, even if we're busy.
You do? Well, I have never seen you around at the weekend. You're not lying to me right now, are you?
That's because you're always going on dates with your boyfriend at the weekend, so you're usually out of the house when we go round. You would obviously rather spend time with your boyfriend than me and your brother, and that's totally fine.
Well, of course I would. My boyfriend is rich, so of course staying on his good side is important to me. Way more important than wasting my time seeing you guys.
Well, yes, of course. But you were asking about why you never see us when we come over at the weekends, and I was just giving you an answer.
Well, I think you should come even more often than you do, and do some cleaning around the house while you're there. My room is in a terrible state right now. You should come over and clean it today.
Why on earth should I be responsible for cleaning your room for you? Your mom told you that you need to take responsibility for cleaning your own room, didn't she?
I think you're forgetting that you're talking to your sister-in-law right now. And you should be showing me a little more respect. Honestly, you should know that you need to suck up to your in-laws and stay in our good books. Otherwise, we can make things very difficult for you.
I really don't know what you're talking about here, but you're clearly full of delusions of grandeur. I really don't know who you think you are, but you have no right and no reason to be talking to me like this. This is the 21st century. I'm not some traditional little housewife living in my in-laws' house and having to constantly be at their beck and call. Who talks like that these days?
Will you just shut up? When you're told to do something, just do it. Stop talking so much. You're so annoying.
So, what did you think of the conversation just now? Did it sound like a very sisterly conversation to you? That's pretty much how most of my conversations with my sister-in-law go. She's always getting irate for absolutely no reason and seems to think of herself as some kind of divine entity who automatically deserves respect. I don't know where she got the idea that I should be submissive to her and constantly be at her beck and call from, but she seems to wholeheartedly believe that I should be doing as she says without complaint. She never said anything to make me uncomfortable before I married her brother, but after that, her attitude toward me changed completely, and she seems to think she can get away with treating me like a piece of dirt. I have no idea what I've done to make her dislike me this much. Whenever she sees me, she picks a fight about the tiniest of things, or gets upset about something that isn't even really a problem. Every interaction with her leaves me feeling frustrated. You would think that she was the cliché evil mother-in-law or something, instead of my husband's younger sister. She seems to be trying her best to make my married life as difficult as possible. However, my actual mother-in-law is nothing but sweetness and light towards me, and would never do or say anything to make me uncomfortable. In normal circumstances, there's no way that I would stand for her behavior, and I would for sure fight back and put her in her place. However, for the sake of maintaining harmony in the family, I try my best not to retaliate when she's rude to me. My husband and his parents are aware how much I'm holding back my anger, and are constantly apologizing to me on her behalf. Even when she makes me so angry that my blood boils, I picture my husband or my mother-in-law's face, and I force myself to calm down for their sake. I am so sorry about Sydney. She always subjects you to the same spiels. Oh no, it's fine. There's no need for you to apologize. I'm not angry or upset at all, so don't worry about me. No, it's only right that I apologize. I obviously raised my daughter wrong, and that's why she turned out like this. Oh no, please don't say things like that. She was a very weak and sickly child, so I always worried that if I was too harsh on her, she wouldn't be able to take it. So instead, I always coddled her, even if she was in the wrong. And then she ended up turning into an audacious brat who wouldn't listen to a word I said. She fell in with the wrong crowd at school, and they were always getting into trouble. It really made me worry for her. I feel embarrassed showing my face in front of you after seeing how you've been subjected to the monster of a daughter I've somehow raised. Please stop blaming yourself. You're such a lovely person. I'm sure you did your best when raising your children. Just look at my husband. He's such a gentleman, and you can see that it's because his mother taught him well. I don't think it's really anything to do with how you raised her. I think she's just a little young and immature. She's still just taking her first steps as a fully fledged member of society, and she's only just gotten into her first serious relationship. I'm sure over time she'll grow up a little and learn that she can't talk to people however she likes. Do you really think so? I thought that was the case for many years, but now I'm not so sure. The older she gets, she seems to get even worse. Oh, I'd love it if she would just grow up already, but I'm starting to worry that might be wishful thinking, and the truth is that she just never will. After hearing how she talks to you, it really makes me think that she might be past saving at this point. I am so sorry about all of this. Honestly, it's fine. You're so lovely to me, and Greg is the best husband I could ever ask for. I have all I could ever have wanted, so I have nothing to complain about. Oh, I wish my daughter was at least half the woman you are. After my mother-in-law apologized so profusely like that, blaming everything on herself, there was no way I was able to stay mad. I just kept thinking that I need to be the bigger person because I'm older and more experienced than my sister-in-law, and I shouldn't let her drag me down to her level. However, my sister-in-law, oblivious and impervious to the feelings of others as ever, continued to behave in the same way towards me. Sometimes she would go for a week or even a month without contacting me, but then she would suddenly start blowing up my phone with calls and messages about the latest bee in her bonnet she had with me. It started to get really tiring for me. Then one day my husband and I were around his parents' house. We were all having a drink together, and we were generally having a great time. For some reason, she had decided to not be confrontational and was just laughing along with everyone for once. It made me think that maybe she was finally growing up a little. But sadly, I was soon to be proven wrong about that. She was only in a good mood because she and her boyfriend had gotten engaged and were starting to plan their wedding. Obviously, it was great news, and I congratulated her, as any family member would. Congratulations, Sydney. Your fiancé sounds like such a great guy. I am so happy to hear that you two will be getting married.
Oh, he is a great guy. And he dotes on me. He absolutely treats me like a princess. You could even say that he's completely obsessed with me.
Didn't you say that he's some kind of lawyer? He must have a really good job then.
Oh, he's not just any lawyer. His family have been running a really prestigious law firm for the past 3 generations, and he's the next in line to take over when his father retires. He really is a cut above the rest. Someone like you could only dream of having the chance to be with someone like him.
I'm very happy with your brother. In my eyes, there's no better man than him.
But my brother is just like another office worker. He's nothing special. Did you not just hear me say that my fiancé will be inheriting an entire law firm from his dad one day? His family are the elite of the elite. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to seduce a man of his caliber?
How are the wedding preparations going? You're going to be moving in together, right? Have you started looking at houses?
Oh, he said that his family will pay for a house for us. We're going to be living in the most expensive part of the city where all the celebrities are.
Wow, that's amazing. You really are going to be living a life of luxury, huh?
Right? Oh, by the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Oh, sure. Ask away.
When you and my brother got married, how much money did my parents give you toward the wedding?
Oh, you're asking about your parents' contribution towards our wedding?
Yeah, I asked my mom about it, but she wouldn't tell me anything. I have a feeling that she probably gave you quite a lot because my brother is the oldest child and was the first one to get married.
I'm not too sure. I can't really remember. There were so many things to worry about when we were planning the wedding that exact numbers were not something that really stuck in my mind.
Oh, So you want to keep it a secret from me as well, do you? Can you really not just let me know that one little thing?
I am not hiding anything, I promise. I'll have to ask your brother and see if he remembers.
Well, he's obviously not going to say anything either, is he? Whatever. You're no help to me, as always.
What are you thinking about, honey?
Well, earlier when you and your parents weren't around, your sister brought something up that has been bothering me a little.
Oh no, what's that brat gone and said to you this time?
She asked me how much money your parents gave us towards our wedding.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess she's probably asking because she's gonna get married soon as well.
Yes, but because she said your mom wouldn't tell her, I thought that your parents didn't really want her to know, so I pretended that I couldn't remember. I told her to go and ask you instead, but she said she didn't want to because she figured you wouldn't tell her either.
I think it's because she already knows that she's not gonna like what she hears.
Of course, I remember how much your parents gave us, but I got the strong impression that they didn't want her to find out, so I decided that not telling her would be the best thing to do. I will never forget how thankful I was when they told us that they would be giving us $200,000 toward the wedding and our new house.
Yeah, I was so surprised. I had no idea they'd been sitting on that much money. They'd been saving for a really long time, and on top of that, my mom had been making a lot of money from investing. I had no idea that she was so savvy about these kinds of things.
Yeah, I remember the shocked look on your face when they told us. They had always said that they would only be able to contribute a few pennies toward the wedding and the house, but it ended up being way much more than that. Combined with the money from our parents and our personal savings, we were able to move into this really nice house, which I am super grateful for.
Yeah, so I think it's probably best that we don't say anything to my sister. Though I don't think she's gonna stop asking about it.
Does she not have any savings?
Of course she doesn't. Ah, and there's something else you probably should know. It's so embarrassing for our family that I didn't really want to talk to you about it, but it's relevant to the current situation.
Oh, what is it?
Well, the truth is... Well, you know that my sister has a unique personality, right?
Yes, I am very well aware of that.
Well, she's always been a troublemaker, ever since she was young. She would cause a new incident basically every single day. She was also a huge problem child at school. My mom would get called into the school several times a week because she had been caught doing something to this kid or that kid.
What? Your mom did tell me that she fell in with the wrong crowd when she was in school, but she made it sound like her friends were the bad influence on her and she wasn't the one causing the problems.
Oh, she did? Wow, I really can't believe my mom still insists on defending her to this extent. She was the ringleader. If anything, she was the one who was the bad influence on all of her other friends. You don't become like that because you are influenced by a few bad friends. You become like that because you are inherently a bad person.
Was she really that bad?
Yep, she was. Whenever she got bored, she would run away from home for a while and wouldn't come back until my parents told her what she wanted to hear. One time, she even disappeared without a trace and wouldn't even contact us. And then we got called to the police station.
The police even got involved?
Yep. She had stolen someone's handbag and was using their money to go drinking in bars even though she was still underage. Not only that, she'd even gotten into a fight in one of those bars and caused a huge scene. That time, I really thought that my parents would act differently and realized that she needed harsher discipline, but they didn't. They just did what they always did, told her what she wanted to hear, and she came home promising that she would never get into trouble again. Even if they did raise their voices at her, she would never listen and would just carry on doing whatever she liked. We had all basically given up on her at that point. My mom was going through so much stress at the time that she even ended up getting hospitalized with a stomach ulcer.
It must have been a really difficult time for the whole family.
Things got a little bit better after she became an adult. I have no idea what she does when she goes out, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't do anything bad enough for the police to get involved anymore.
Oh my gosh, so the version of her I know is the calm down version? I can't even begin to imagine how much worse she must have been before then. But what does this have to do with the whole wedding money thing?
Ah, right. Well, after she became an adult, there was one more time that she got herself into really big trouble. She said that she didn't want to be a corporate slave and have an office job like me, so she decided that she was going to start her own business.
Ah, yes, I think your mom said something about this before.
She wanted to open some kind of beauty salon, but of course she didn't have the money to get things started. She's always been the kind of person who blows her money straight away whenever she has any and ends every month with less than $10 in her bank account. She laid on the floor and drummed her heels and begged my parents to give her money to help her start her business. She said that once her business became successful, that she would pay them back twofold.
So, what happened then?
They ended up giving her the money, but on one condition. The money that they gave her for her business was the money that they would have given her when she decided to get married. So they told her that if she accepted their money for the business, then she would also have to accept the fact that they wouldn't be able to contribute anything towards her wedding or buying her first house. My mom knew that she would probably try and make a fuss about it in the future, so she decided to have a written agreement prepared.
How did things end up going with the business?
Well, of course she completely mismanaged the whole thing. It didn't even last half a year. It's a taboo topic at home now. She never talks about it at all. And as you know, since then she's been hopping between different part-time jobs.
Ah, I see. It does make me feel a little sorry for her. It makes me understand a little why she's so unpleasant all the time.
It's fine as long as we don't provoke her about it. But anyway, that's why it's probably for the best that we don't talk about how much money we received from my parents. I mean, we could have just said that we didn't get anything from my parents at all. I mean, a large chunk of the money was the money that I'd been sending them every month that they put aside, instead of spending it on themselves. So technically, it was my money getting reinvested into our future. And obviously, our own savings contributed massively to being able to buy this house. Maybe we should have just said that we bought the whole house with our savings.
I mean, it's not too late. We can technically still say that. My sister-in-law getting married really should have nothing to do with us, our money, and our house, but things always end up complicated when it comes to her. After she first brought up the money her parents gave us, I started to feel a little worried that she was going to end up making a big deal out of this. But I tried to push it out of my mind. I was hoping that it was just passing curiosity from someone who was busy planning her own wedding. However, my intuition is normally never wrong, and I should have known that I was right to be worried. I should never have given her the benefit of the doubt because her way of thinking goes beyond common sense.
Naomi! Naomi! Open up! I know you're at home. Let me in already.
Oh, Sydney? What are you doing here?
Why do you think? This is my house, so of course I'm going to come here.
Excuse me? What on earth are you talking about? How is this your house? This is my house, the house that I live in with your brother.
Did you really think that I wouldn't find out?
Find out about what?
You know what I'm talking about. My mom and dad bought you this house, didn't they?
I don't know what you're...
If my mom and dad bought this house, then rightfully it should be my house as well, right? I'm their daughter after all. I wondered why you wouldn't tell me how much money my parents gave you, and I guess it's because you didn't want me to find out that they bought this house for you.
Please, can you stop yelling? What are you doing making a fuss about this house and your parents' money all of a sudden?
I know everything. My mom and Greg wouldn't tell me how much money you guys got, no matter how much I bugged them about it, so I decided to look up the prices of the houses in this neighborhood. These days, getting a copy of the registered title deed is no big deal, you know.
The registered title deed? What on earth have you done, Sydney?
Now I know that I am perfectly entitled to live here. I don't think I've particularly done anything wrong. My name is there on the registered title deed. This place costs nearly $400,000. There's no way you and my brother could have afforded that on your own. My parents must have paid for the whole thing, and therefore I'm just as entitled to this house as you two are.
Sydney, please. Surely you know that what you're saying right now is absolutely crazy.
There is nothing crazy about this at all. This house is my house, so you'd better give it to me right now. Surely the older brother should graciously bow out and give in to his younger sister if I'm entitled to this place. I have done so much better for myself than either of you have done. I'm marrying into a family of rich lawyers. It's only fitting that I get a wedding present that befits my new status.
Have you really come down here to demand that I give you my house? Didn't you say that your fiancé's family were going to buy you guys a house anyway? Why would you then need another house?
When did I say I was going to live here? Of course I'm not going to live in this house. I'm going to sell it. Looking at the market right now, I may even be able to get $500 for it, which is more than it was bought for. I'm going to sell it and then use the money to pay for my wedding. So hurry up and hand it over to me already.
Sydney, you do know what transferring the house over to you will mean, right? If you sell, there will be capital gains tax and you'll have to pay accordingly. Did you calculate how much you'll lose in taxes before showing up here and making all these demands?
Whatever. How would I know about something like that? Obviously, you would deal with any costs incurred during the handover. I'm getting married, so that's the least you can do for me.
No, we can't do that for you. In fact, we won't do that for you. How dare you make a request like that? This is not your house. This house belongs to me and your brother.
No, it's my house. My mom and dad bought this house, therefore it's mine. Are you stupid or something? I've explained how things are to you so many times already. Don't make me repeat myself.
Oh, I understand what you're saying, all right. I'm just telling you that what you're saying is completely ridiculous.
Well, I don't care whether you think it's ridiculous or not. If you really don't want to give me the house, that's fine. You can just give me the equivalent amount of money I would have got from selling the house instead.
What did you just say?
If you'll just do that for me, then I'll stop bothering you, okay? Obviously, it would be annoying to have to go through the legal process of getting the house transferred to me, paying the taxes, and selling it. So I would much prefer it if you would just hand me the money in cash. $500,000. That's what I want.
Have you completely lost your mind?
Does that mean that you don't want to give me the money?
Yes, it does mean that I don't want to give you the money. I won't give you the money. Do you think I can just pull $500,000 out of thin air like it's nothing? Do you not have any common sense at all?
You don't want to give me the house and you don't want to give me the money? Does this mean that you're picking a fight with me? Do you really think you would win against me?
What on earth are you talking about all of a sudden?
All I need to do is make a phone call, and my friends will come rushing over immediately. I really don't want to see the house turned upside down, but you might leave me no choice. If the interior is all ruined, it will probably decrease in value, but I have no intention of getting a penny less of the $500,000 you owe me, so even if you can't sell the house for what it's worth, I still want my money. I think you need to have a long, hard think, okay, Naomi?
Are you threatening me right now?
Of course I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you how things are. My friends, on the other hand, aren't as nice as me. And if they get excited, they probably won't even listen to me. They might end up hitting you a few times. You look very weak, so I'm worried that just one punch from them would be enough to kill you. To be honest, you and my brother are such a bland and unexciting couple. This lovely, expensive house doesn't really suit you two, does it? You can't even pull off living in this house, so what's the point in pretending? And besides, my brother is the oldest child. Instead of moving out and living in a big fancy house, he should have moved back in with their parents so that you two can look after them in their old age. You would be much better suited to being your in-law's domestic servant than living here. Whereas I would be much better suited to living in a big house like this and hiring a housekeeper to do all the chores for me, whilst I lounge around living a life of luxury. Hurry up and give me this house already, and go and live the pathetic life that you should have been living in the first place.
You have really crossed a line here, Sydney. Are you really this determined?
Whatever. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Just give me my money already. Give me my $500,000 right now.
My sister-in-law continued to shamelessly scream at me to give her the money she believed she was entitled to. and even started rolling around on the floor, drumming her heels like a toddler throwing a tantrum. I thought that my husband had been exaggerating or using it as a metaphor when he mentioned her doing that before, but she really does act like that. She was flailing her limbs around, crying and screaming whilst knocking over furniture and smashing glasses. I guess that this is what it feels like to watch someone become completely devoid of all reason. At that moment, I felt something inside me snap, and I knew that I had reached my limit with her. I immediately called my husband and told him what had happened. I said to him, "If you don't come home right now, you'll either find that I've stormed out of the house and left your sister there hysterical, or you're going to find one of the two of us dead." I was so mad with her that I lost all reason, and I felt myself becoming more impulsive. In my rage, I grabbed her by the hair and dragged her up off the floor.
Ouch! Let go of me! That hurts! Let go of me this instant!
Oh, stop whining already!
I will if you will just let go of my hair for a second!
No, I will not let go of you. You think you can go around doing and saying whatever you want, so I'm going to do the same. I think it's only right for me to grab a trespasser on my property by the hair and throw her out. Two can play at this game, you know.
Are you crazy? Let go of me! It really hurts!
You clearly haven't learned your lesson yet. Are you gonna go and call your mean friends then, are you? Go ahead, call them. Call them and let's see what happens. Let's see if your friends will really be on your side when they see how messed up you are. Go on then. Why aren't you calling them?
How can I when you won't let go of my hair?
You really aren't going to come to your senses, are you? You're past the point of no return now, aren't you? We can't even put you in the recycling. We'll just have to throw you away in the regular old trash.
Let go of me already! Please stop pulling my hair like that. You're going to tear it all out.
Honey? What on earth is going on here?
Greg told me you called him over immediately, so I decided to come with him because I thought it might be some kind of emergency. What is going on here, Naomi? Why are you grabbing onto Sydney's hair like that? And as for you, Sydney, what are you even doing here?
Mom, please save me. Naomi has gone crazy. She's trying to kill me.
Oh, I'm trying to kill you, am I? You're the one who just threatened me, so don't try and turn this all around on me, okay?
She threatened you? What on earth is going on here?
Well, your sister decided to barge into our house and demand that we give her money. She said that this is rightfully her house because it was bought with her parents' money. She said that it was only right for us to transfer the house to her and that we should do so immediately. She wants to sell it so she can finance her wedding and lavish lifestyle with the money she would get. Did I miss anything? Oh, that's right. She then said that we weren't fit to be living in a nice house like this and instead we should go and live with your parents and I should essentially be content with becoming their housekeeper because that suits me more than living here. She said that if we don't do what she wants, she would call her friends to come and trash the house. Apparently, they also wouldn't hesitate to beat me up, and I would probably drop dead from one punch. What did I just hear?
No, Mom, it's not true. I would never say anything like that. You know me. Clearly, Naomi has just gone crazy. I am telling the truth, Mom. She just suddenly flew at me and started grabbing at my hair. I am the victim in all of this.
Then why are you here? My wife wouldn't attack you just for no reason. This doesn't explain the situation at all.
That's because...
That's it. I've heard enough.
Mom, you believe me, right?
I have spent the last 20 years saying over and over again to myself, she's my daughter. Of course I should believe her. Of course I should believe her. But I can't put up with it anymore, Sydney. I've reached my breaking point with you.
Mom, you can't be serious.
I'm sick and tired of being your mother, and I don't want to do it anymore.
Mom, how could you say that to your own daughter?
Do you really think I don't know when you're lying? You're my child, and I know you inside out. Every time you lied to me, did you really think that you were getting away with it?
I'm not lying to you right now, Mom.
I know you're lying, so you can stop this now, okay? I'm fed up with pretending I don't know you're lying and defending you when you don't deserve it. You've always been like this since you were a little kid. You were never able to see when you were in the wrong, and you would never repent for anything you ever did. Sugar-coated little lies would come out of your mouth so naturally. Even so, I would always forgive you for everything. I kept thinking that one day you would come to your senses and stop acting like this. I kept thinking that I should take responsibility for your behavior because you're my child. I always thought like that, but now...
Mom, why are you crying right now? Why?
I didn't raise you properly. This is all my fault. I should have tried harder to do something about your behavior before it got out of hand, but I just kept letting you off. I thought that would be the best way to handle things, but I was obviously wrong.
Oh, Ellen.
I can't do this anymore. I'm a human with thoughts and feelings too, you know, Sydney. Are you really expecting for me to say that your sister-in-law is in the wrong in this situation? Do you think she would really trash her own house like this? Trust me, I know what a room looks like after you've thrown a tantrum in it. Stop trying to lie your way out of things already.
Mom,
You should be thankful that all your sister-in-law did was pull your hair a little. She has been graciously dealing with your awful behavior for long enough now as well. Get out of here right now, and don't think about coming back to our house because there's no place for you there anymore. I don't care whether you get married to that lawyer or not anymore. I wash my hands of you. I always thought people who stopped considering their daughters part of the family once they got married as heartless and overly traditional, but now I think I can empathize with them. Go and live with your fiancé or whatever. I don't consider you my daughter anymore. It disgusts me to think that this good-for-nothing I see here in front of me is my own flesh and blood.
Mom, I only did this because I am so desperate for money. I'm marrying into a rich family, but you wouldn't give me any money, so I started to worry that I would look poor in their eyes. I remembered that you had given Greg and Naomi money when they got married, and I just got so jealous.
Half of it was my money anyway. And the money that my mom and dad contributed was the money that my mom had made from her investments. Yes, the other part may have been from mom and dad's savings, but Naomi also brought her own savings to the table. Did you think that she's like you? That she would get married without a single penny to her name and no money to contribute towards the wedding and buying a house together?
Wait, what?
Of course she did. Unlike you, she has a stable job and has been saving diligently for years. She's a far more capable person than you will ever be. She contributed just as much, if not more than I did, towards the wedding and the house.
This whole time, I thought that she had just received his house for free. She never said anything about having money, so how was I supposed to know that she did?
Even now, you're still trying to shift the blame onto other people, huh? Anyway, I don't want to waste any more breath talking to someone who doesn't have anything to do with our family anymore. Please, one of you two escort her out of here. I don't want to have to look at her face any longer. Yes, of course. As you wish, Ellen. Hey, you, come with me.
Hey, why are you pulling me by the hair again? It really hurts, you know. Ouch! Ouch! Let go of me! Mom!
So, that's how things ended with my unhinged sister-in-law who demanded money from me for the most ridiculous of reasons. My husband and my mother-in-law were both utterly appalled by her behavior. They finally reached breaking point with her, and no matter how lovely and understanding they are as people, there was no way they could carry on dealing with her and her unacceptable behavior. Even as family members, they have reached their limit of understanding with her. My sister-in-law, with tears streaming down her face, her makeup all smudged like a panda, got down on her knees at her parents' doorstep begging her mom for forgiveness. But my mother-in-law was obstinate, though, and refused to give in to her. Eventually, she left for her boyfriend's house. It's understandable that she was scared and hysterical, considering she had just experienced facing the consequences of her actions for the first time in her life. She had probably never seen her mother look at her with such a cold, unfeeling look in her eyes before. Ever since she left, things have been very peaceful for us. I feel like my husband's family have all become much closer now that the troublemaker has finally been removed from the equation. And my husband and I have just been blessed with the new addition to the family. My mother-in-law is really going all out in taking care of her granddaughter, perhaps in an effort to make up for what she didn't do with her own daughter. I will do my best to make sure that my daughter will get the best upbringing possible so that she doesn't turn out like her aunt. It became clear to me, after seeing how my sister-in-law behaved, even as an adult, that while humans should be raised with love and affection, there are moments when the most immature of us need a firm hand in order to see sense. As for my sister-in-law's marriage, I have no idea how that turned out. Whatever she does now is none of our business anymore anyway.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.